Welcome back to Papa Z's Bees. Today we're going to do the winter pack down. That means to get everything ready for the winter. We'll end up doing all the things that you need to do to prepare the hives for winter. Our discussion point and task lists. This is actually a 2-day process. On the first day, you add what we call bee escapes, and you'll see those. We add those to both hives. That helps the bees get out of the super so we can remove them. On day 2, for the corner hive, we'll remove the super. We'll also remove the Formic Pro pads that we installed about 3 weeks ago to get rid of varroa mites. You can see that video from the previous section. Then we're going to add a feeder shim that includes the Bee Smart insulated cover. It's a real nice design. Fred Dunn has come up with this, and I'll put the link in the to his video in the comments. Then on the kitchen hive, we'll remove the super, and we're going to check on our new queen. You know, we installed a new queen about 3 weeks ago, and hopefully we'll be able to see some eggs and capped brood. And then we're going to just add the insulated feeder shims that we built last year. Let's get started. Today we're going to take we're going to start getting the bees out of the supers so we can go ahead and remove the supers, which you have to wait a day. So I've got 2 different kind of bee escapes here. One is the Ceracell bee escape, and this is just a standard wooden bee escape. And the way these things work, you put this on top of the hive, and the bees will crawl out through these cones in this one, crawl out and get inside, which will be basically down in their storage below, and then they can't really figure out a way to get back in. So what you do is you wait a day, and by that time they will all have gotten out. This works in a similar manner, in that you put this down on the top of the under the super, and the bees will crawl out through here, and then they struggle trying to get away to get back in. So we'll just get started with it. A lot more bees than I thought. So we set this here, and then we'll put the super back on top. And put the cover back on. And put this back on. We're done for today, and then we'll come back tomorrow and finish. So we'll repeat the process now over here with this one. I really expect to see more bees over here, but you just don't know. And again, the bees will crawl down through here, out of here, and then they'll stay. They can't be able to figure out a way to get back in. So. That's all there is to it. Okay, today we're going to finish what we started yesterday. We put the bee escapes on. We're going to take those off, take the supers off to winterize the hives. So we'll start with this hive. Hopefully there's no bees up here, and there's not. Well, there's one, but so we'll take this one off completely. And again, what they would have done is they would have crawled down in this hole and out, and then not be able to figure their way back in. So, and also we're going to remove the Formic Pro from this hive, give them a little more comfort here, peace. And of course, it's on the bottom here. It's done its job, so it's ready to go back on. Okay, now what we'll do here is we're going to use the better be insulated cover. I'll get it right here in a minute. And we've insulated it further. This is per Fred Dunn. So if you have any questions about that, we can talk about how that piece works. And so now we'll just put this cover on for now. I'll come back and give them some feed later. I think they probably will need some of it. So we're done with this hive. Now we'll move to the kitchen hive. Okay, now we're going to repeat the process here. And now I want to do a real quick little search just for grins to see if we have any. This is, in case you don't remember, this is the hive that we requeened here about 3 weeks ago. Lots of bees still, that's a good sign. Yeah, there's still nothing over here, but I wouldn't anticipate any. Yeah, there's nothing here, but again, not totally expecting anything there. So we're getting over into the area where we normally will see brood. So, oh, I'm seeing brood. Not a lot, but there is brood. So that means our queen is doing her job. That's exciting. That's really exciting. Some over here as well. Lots of, I don't know if you can see it, but there's lots of nectar here. So they're still bringing something in. I'm not sure what it is. And we've got, if you look real close so you can see the larvae, little white larvae. Again, that's real exciting. That's real exciting. I don't want to get any deeper in here. I just want to go ahead and close it up. So. And we'll put the feeder on this. We will, if nothing else, we will put Hive Alive fondant on here at some point. Not really sure yet in my mind whether I'm going to put syrup in here, but I've got a rapid round feeder in here. You want to see this rapid round feeder? So you put the sock is in there to drink in the syrup that you put in here, and this little cover keeps the bees out of here. But this center core with the sock allows the bees to come up, and hopefully less bees will drown. So, okay, we're gonna put this thing back together. I'm going to take the frames in the house. There won't be really enough to do much of anything. I'm hopefully there'll be some capped brood in here, or capped honey in here that we looked at last time, if they haven't eaten it all, which they possibly could have. It's not a big deal at this point in the year. Yeah, there's a little bit, so we'll get a little bit of honey. So anyway, as we go to do this we'll do this in the house. As we go to turn the cranks, we'll show you how that works. And now for the surprise. I actually kind of gave it away when I showed the capped honey in the Flow Supers, but we'll go ahead and get started with it anyway. We brought the supers in, put them on a container and put them in the kitchen, and then cranked the Flow cranks down. And you can see the honey back in the back of this particular frame actually dripping down, which is what it does when you crank the hives. There's a lot of bees in here, a lot of ants in here, which really kind of worried me. But fortunately, we didn't get any. I think maybe you got one ant in all of the honey that we pulled out. So these little tubes that come out really seem to help. It's still an exciting thing to be able to see honey drip out of the front and go into a jar. Granted, we didn't have much this year because of the issues we had with varroa, a swarm, as well as just the overall bad dearth that we had. So, seeing any honey come out of these things to me is real exciting, and just kind of hoping for the future for next year we'll have a better plan. Now you can see we started in a jar. This is a large jar. I knew it was too big, but we started there anyway. Then as we were filling up this jar, or adding to this jar, we noticed that there was actually another frame that had some honey in it. So we put the tube in it, cranked it. You can see it dripping down inside and going to come out. So we'll add another little jar under this frame to collect the honey that it has. Still coming out back there. It comes pretty slow because it's pretty cool, and it's of course inside. So in the summertime, when you would normally do this, when the flow is on, you would end up with the honey running a lot faster. But for now, it runs fairly slow because of the temperature. So here we go. Here's the second jar. And actually, we had 3 frames that had some honey in it. So, wow. That's pretty cool. Have some honey. Won't have much, but at least there'll be some. Hey, thanks for watching. We really appreciate you. Subscribe if you would. Hit the like button. Hit the little notification bell if you would. That'll help us a little bit. We appreciate you. Come back and see us. Bye.